So traffic lights, number one, control the movement of vehicles. Whenever there's traffic and there's a traffic light somewhere, you know that cars will just move seamlessly. Hakutakuwa na so much jam because already there's that alternating of blue, red, green. Another thing why traffic light is used is because it prevents accidents and it maintains order, and it also uses timing and logic. So without traffic light, we are saying that the roads will be very chaotic. Yeah, very, very chaotic. There will be accidents all over and all that. So today we'll be building a system using those simple components. And that simple component, this one is one of the simple components we're going to use to make our traffic light system. Okay? So the main idea of all the robots, any robotic that you see, the main idea of all these things that you can see, whatever you can see here, this robotic matatu car, and this other one, all these, the main idea comes from the input, processing, and the output. Every robot follows that rule. Now input, there's the processing, and then there's the output. Output is now what you see, that a robot is able to move from point A to point B. Okay? Processing is what is happening inside that machine. There's some control that is taking place. And then input is what you now do so that the output can come to place. Alright? So every automated system, even in the world, it does the same thing. There's always the input, there's the processing, and then there's the output. The same case with the traffic light system. On the input, processing, and then the output. Okay, so that is basically the idea for all the robots. So which components are we going to use for this? So we're going to do a small experiment, and that experiment will just use these very simple components. So we're going to use the Arduino board. This is the Arduino board, and I'll tell you the work of this, the Arduino board. Number two, we have the LEDs. These ones are the ones that emit light. We call them the LEDs. And then we have the resistor. The resistor is used to protect in case there's too much current. So it prevents the LEDs from burning. Okay, this one is the resistor. And then we have the bread. Okay, this is the Arduino actually. This is the Arduino, this one is the breadboard. Arduino and breadboard. And then we have the jumper wires. The jumper wires ni two wires za kawaida. But we have different types of the jumper wires. Kuna zile ziko na, when you look at this jumper wire, it's very much different from this one. Who can tell us the difference between these two, apart from the color? There's another difference between the two. The size, apart from size and color, another difference between the two. Just look at them closely. There's a difference actually between these two wires, and they have different names. The head. So this one has two pointed ends. So you can see that with pins. So this one is called a male-to-male wire or jumper wire. Male-to-male. It has these pointed parts. And then this one is called a male-to-female. It has this hole here. This is a female, and then the male. And then we also have another one that has both ends. I don't know whether I can find one here. We also have another one that has both ends is a female. Yeah, this one. This one is a female jumper wire. This one is a female. It has yeah, so that's basically the difference between there are three types of jumper wires. So those are the components we'll use so that we can come up with something like that. Alright, I hope we are together up to there. Yes. Okay, so we continue. So what is an Arduino? Akakakitu. Akakakitu hii, you find it even inside here, inside this car, this homemade prototype Matatu van, there's an Arduino. Alright, so you can see it. It's actually, let me just open this. So when you look at this closely, you can see these blue parts. You can see an Arduino. Yes. So what is the work of that Arduino? So the Arduino is a small programmable board, and it is actually the brain. It acts as the brain of this system. It is the brain, and the work of that Arduino is to follow instructions from the code. There's a code that you write on the laptop that sends a message now to the Arduino. There's a software we're going to teach you how to do all that, how to code, so that you can be able to now send messages to and fro. So there's whatever is put, there's instructions that follow a code. So think of an Arduino as a controller box inside a traffic light. Even those traffic lights, there's an Arduino to control all that movement of traffic. Ndio gari ikikaribia, it will sense that the car should stop because maybe there's an oncoming car, or there are other cars that are passing along. So there's that sensing, so that that car can stop, so that the others that maybe may be there, they will just pass to prevent accidents. So all this is controlled by the Arduino. So it does not think like a human being. What it does is to follow the instructions